Hi, hello everyone. Hi to all my bachcha log. कैसे हैं सब? Everyone in the chat box, do let me know how are you all feeling? How was the day for everyone? Jaldi, let me see in the chat box how the energy of all my bachcha log is there in the classroom. Hi Preeti, hi Ayush. Okay, then good evening Preeti, I'm doing so good. Thank you so much for asking. Good evening. Khushi, hi. Then Devika, good evening. I'm doing so good. Thank you so much for asking. Then Ayush, a big hi to everyone in this particular classroom. I hope everyone is doing super good, है ना? सब अच्छा कर रहा है? जल्दी बता. Isn't it? Okay. Now, I hope you all know why this day is so special. Why? Because in today's class, we will be doing an important topic which is going to be coming, okay, for the term 1 examination. And the reason why I brand this as an important topic is because this particular topic is not only important, okay, for 11th standard, but for learning the chapters of 12th standard also, the concepts of the chapter work power energy is so much important. Yes, the today's chapter for discussion is work power energy. We'll be seeing to all the formulas, definition, multiple choice questions, and at the end what we will be having, bacha log? At the end, we'll be having the Mendy quiz, which will tell me who was actually listening to the class in the best way possible. Okay, yes. So tell me how many of you are seeing me for the very first time? Many of you might be. So yes, this is Ameer, your physics educator at Unacademy, and who loves me more, they used to call me Ameer Bhaiya. A bit of introduction about myself. I hope you all can say I have an experience of more than 3.5 years in the field of teaching, JEE, NEET and board student. I am a BTech graduate from an IT Calicut in mechanical engineering and I am from Kerala Vachalu. Okay, so मुझे थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी आता है, ठीक है? So in between I'll be using some broken Hindi, ठीक है, which you all can laugh, but the entire conceptual explanation will be in English. Fine. What happened to yesterday's Menti? वो Menti खायब हो गया प्रीति, क्या कर सकता है? हर्षी, are you married? बिल्कुल नहीं. Okay, nobody wants to marry me because everyone is like, you don't look good. So bad luck for me. Anyway, that is not the point of discussion, है ना हमारा? Okay, so I hope you all can see the schedule. We are on 9th of November, where we are doing the work power energy. Tomorrow we don't have any classes, but on 11th of November, matlab on Thursday, what do we have? We have the Super Menti quiz, okay, which means we'll be taking important multiple choice questions from the chapter of units and dimension and one dimension chapter, and we'll be doing the Menti. Okay, let's see who's going to be the winner. And what is there on Friday? At 7 p.m. Okay, not at 8 p.m. We'll be starting the class a bit early. So it is a sample paper discussion, which means you'll be getting a complete idea about how the term 1 examination is going to be for every one of you. Okay. Now, how many of you have favorite teachers here in this Unacademy class 11th and 12th? You don't want to miss any of their live classes, isn't it? So for getting the updates and alerts on time, you should be a part of this Telegram channel. The link is given right there. ठीक है बच्चा लोग? Okay. Bugs bounding. ये bugs bounding क्या होता है? Okay, so it's an amazing way to help you get so many prizes बच्चा लोग. क्या करना है आप लोगों को? हाँ, go to the description. There you will be finding a form. Fill the form if you're finding any inappropriate content in any of the videos uploaded by Unacademy. If it is valid, क्या मिलता है आप लोगों को? हाँ, बहुत सारा, खूब सारा prizes मिल जाएगा. Okay. Now, don't you want to be a part of Unacademy? Start learning with us. And if you want to start learning with Unacademy completely for free, the simple chances for everyone is here. The compact scholarship test, which happens on every Sunday, and for registering to the scholarship test, it is completely free. And as you can see, for most of the people who's getting a very good rank and very good marks, scholarships are there for the rank 1 to 3, 1 year complete plus subscription is there. So who are you all waiting for? Jaldi फटाफट आकर enroll कर ले, and it happens every Sunday at 1 p.m. For joining this Unacademy Compact Scholarship, the code is AMB10. Use this code and enroll for this Compact Scholarship test. Don't forget it. What is it? AMB10 मेरा बच्चा लोग. Okay. Now, बच्चा लोग, a small help which I'll be asking in all the classes. Now also I'm asking. Okay, क्या करना है आप लोगों को? जल्दी से जल्दी class share करके बोल दे to all your friends the class have started, because today we are going to start an amazing super great topic which is work power energy. Everyone, जल्दी बच्चा लोग. Okay, जल्दी. प्यारी सिस्टर ठीक है, थैंक यू सो मच. Okay, so everyone share kiya kya? So we'll wait for 2 more minutes so that they can come and join. In the meanwhile, whoever is new to this Unacademy, I'll just give a brief introduction about this Unacademy subscription platform. Okay, you know that nowadays everything is available for free on YouTube, but if you completely dependent upon YouTube for your studies, it'll be a bit difficult. I'm not telling you can't do it, you can do it, but the information is there, which means whatever information you want to for learning purpose, it is completely there in YouTube, but it is like scattered here and there. So for finding it, grouping it and make it in an order, it will take so much of time for you. So it's a time consuming thing. Okay, if you love it, it's okay, you can completely learn from YouTube. Okay, it's very good. But those people, right, okay, who want things in order, I think you should be coming for Unacademy subscription platform. Why? Because in the Unacademy subscription platform, we all educators will be teaching with a proper schedule, targeting board, JEE examination and NEET examination. And bachalo, we'll also make sure that whatever topics are being covered in the classroom, it will be in a proper order, okay, so that you can keep track of all the topic that is being covered in the classroom. So don't you think the entire process of learning becomes so simple at that point of time? Yes. Once everything becomes so simple, yes, you'll start falling in love for learning, and once you start loving something, what do? You will be giving your complete effort, and one or the other way, you will be finding your success in that particular thing, isn't it? Which means you will be giving which will be making a very good progress in your studies. So that I can guarantee you as your educator. Then top educators of the country, who's already there in the educational field, who's having a very good experience, will be there to teach you. So they'll be telling you what to study, what not to study, what are the multiple choice questions as you should be doing, what are the examination pattern you should be expecting. For everything, these teachers will be there. Then study materials will be given to you, practice test and live test series will make you super confident and will bring out the best from every one of you, bachalo. Now, as you can see, if you are going for 6 months, I think for right now, okay, exams are coming, so 6 months the subscription is more than enough. It will cost you 1,667 per month, mera bachalo. And those who need extra 10% of discount and the best offers while you make the subscription, you should be using this code of AMB10. Okay? Okay. Now, iconic subscription is that subscription, those who want more amount of features. You'll get all the features of plus subscription, plus some extra features such as personal mentor, which means a person will be assigned to you. He'll be telling you what to study, what not to study, how to study. Matlab, he'll make you so much comfortable, and he'll make the process of learning in an easy way. Okay. Then live doubt solving classes will be there. Weekly reports will be given to you, mera bacha log. For all these things, if you're going for 6 months, okay, it will cost you 2,833 per month. And don't you want 10% of discount and so many offers? So for that, the code is AMB10. Use this code and get 10% discount. Okay, I know that many of you will be thinking, so is everything paid here? Okay, nothing is free in Unacademy platform or what? Yes, there is. So it is happening tomorrow, special classes there. So as you can see at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow, we are having a complete chapter MCQ series. Make sure that you come and enroll for it. Those who don't know how to enroll, I'll be telling you how to enroll for special classes. It's completely for free. So come and enroll for it. It will be helping you a lot. Okay, for 11th classes, the same thing is there at 6 p.m. So yes. That's all. It's time for our studies. Shall we start? मेरा बच्चा लोग, Salman, big fan of yours. मैं इतना क्या किया so that you can be my fan. मैं कुछ नहीं करता हूँ. Okay, ऐसे आता हूँ, थोड़ा हंसता हूँ, थोड़ा मजाक करता हूँ, ऐसे ही जाता हूँ. Okay, फिर अयोध्या, बॉय रॉय, संदीप. Okay, क्या बोल रहा है? So tell me, बच्चा लोग, are you all ready to start with the classes? हाँ, tell me, are you all ready? Where is the energy? जल्दी दिखा. आप पूरा का पूरा various का energy दिखा. Just show me that. We'll start with our classes. Yes, I do remember you, Abhimanyu, Jashandeep, Preeti, Shivani Kumari. Yes. Ready? Nikhil is like, no sir, I'm not ready. Can't do anyway, we have to start with our classes. है ना? Namaskar, Jashan, Shivam. Okay. So here we go. देख ले मेरे बच्चों लोग. Can you all see the picture? What is happening? Two amazing people are carrying some stones on their head and walking, isn't it? So usually when we see this particular picture, we say that these two people are walking. But in physics, just by looking into the picture and defining that the work is done, is it possible? No. we should be having a proper definition and a formula. So let's get into that. Okay, let's get into that. The first case is how to find out the work done by a force. So the basic definition of work done is, everyone listen, just listen to me when I give the definition of work done, everyone. A work is said to be done on a body. A work is said to be done on a body when you apply a force on the body and the body displaces in the direction of force you apply. The best example that I can show you is, you have a body of mass m. Can you see that, bacha log? Everyone? Huh? On this body of mass m, I am applying a force of F in the horizontal direction, and in the same direction, if the particle makes a displacement, we can say that a work is being done on the body of mass m. Now, you all will be asking, sir, what is the formula for the work done? है ना? So, look into the figure, ये figure देख ले. Now, here we are not applying the force in the horizontal by making some angle theta. Can you see? A force is applied by making an angle of theta with the horizontal, right? And the body is displacing in the horizontal direction. Matlab displacement is along x-axis. In that case, work done formula is equal to force vector dot product the displacement vector. सबको पता है ना how to expand the dot product, है ना? So what is the expansion of f vector dot the s vector? It is f s cos of theta. So I hope you all know what is theta. Theta क्या है बच्चा लोग? हाँ, theta is the angle between, देख ले, the force vector and the displacement vector. Can you see? This is the direction of displacement. This is the direction of force. The angle that is formed between them is theta. So the work done is f s cos theta. Can you just tell me what we are actually doing here? Just looking into the equation, I'm going to write it as s into f cos theta. That is displacement into f cos theta. Look into the figure in the best way possible, बच्चा लोग आंखें खुलकर देख ले, ये f cos theta क्या है? If this is f, if this is theta, if that is f and that is theta, what will be this? Array, f cos theta is the component of force in the direction of displacement, isn't it? F cos theta is a component of force in the direction of displacement. So while finding out work, what we are actually doing? We are multiplying displacement with the component of force in the direction of displacement, or the force that is responsible for displacement. F cos theta is a force that is responsible for displacement multiplied by displacement. मिल गया हमका उत्तर. Okay? Okay? Yes? सबको मिल गया? नोट किया पूरा का पूरा लोग? Okay? नोट किया है ना? So we are proceeding further, right? Okay. Now, okay. Now, बच्चा लोग देख ले. Salman Khan, I do appreciate whatever you are telling, okay, but don't spam, है ना? Because we are using this chat box so that we can communicate in a very good way. Okay, if anyone is having doubts and all, they will be asking me in the chat box, but I'll be missing you if you keep on giving the same messages. Let's call it as spamming, है ना? Don't do it, please. Okay, so मत कर ले, okay? So if you do respect me, I do respect you also, so मत कर ले. Okay, now moving on. Now, when can we say that the work done is positive? देख ले, work is equal to formula F S cos theta. Now, the work will be positive when the value of cos theta is positive. When can be the value of cos theta positive? When the value of theta is between 0 and 90 degree, isn't it? Okay, because cos theta value for theta between 0 and 90 is positive. So when the angle between force and displacement is between 0 and 90 degree, work done will be positive. Note kar le. Work will be positive for angles between 0 to 90 degree. And theta kya hai? Sabko pata hai. Dekh le, it is being marked exactly in the figure. Ho gaya? Ho gaya? Yes? Now I think I don't need to explain what or when can we be having negative work. Tell me. अरे work done का formula बच्चा लोग Fs cos theta. So work will be negative when cos theta value is negative. So cos theta's value is negative in which quadrant? You all have completed mathematics in your 10th standard. Cos theta value is negative for an angle between, from where to where? For theta value between 90 degree and 180 degree. मतलब in the second quadrant है ना. So देख ले, in this case the angle is obviously greater than 90 degree. In that case the work done will be negative. Okay, done. That also noted. Okay, the last case बच्चा लोग, zero work done. Work done का formula once again Fs cos theta. Now work can be zero in three different cases. Everybody note it down one by one. Okay, first case, when the force acting on the body is equal to 0, when F is equal to 0, work will be 0. Nothing to explain in that case, hai na? Okay. Second, even though you apply a force on the body, if the displacement of the body is 0, if S is equal to 0, in that case also work will be 0. Okay. Third case, is there any third case? There is a force, there is a displacement. I am applying a force in the downward direction, vertically downward direction. I am applying a force. मतलब actually I am pushing that body. Okay, I am push कर रहा है मैं. Okay, the body is at the same time displacing in the x direction also. Can you tell me what will be the work done? Force is there, displacement is there. Is there going to be a value for work done here? Here also work will be 0. Do you know what's the reason? Because the angle between force and displacement is 90 degree. Can you see that? Yes. So cos 90 कितना हो जाएगा? हाँ, cos 90 0. So even if there is force and displacement happening in a body, the work can be 0. In which case? Now I hope you understood, right? In that case of angle between force and displacement as 90 degree. हो गया? So जल्दी नोट कर ले बच्चा लोग. Okay, jaldi note kar le. When can we have a zero work done on a body? So if theta is equal to 180 degree, you only tell me what will be the value. Just put the value of theta equal to 180. Work done will be equal to Fs cos 180. Cos 180 का value कितना बच्चा? कितना है? कौन पूछ लिया मैंने? अभी मैंने पूछ लिया ना. Cos 180 minus Fs हो जाएगा. Okay, yes. हो गया. जशन, म्यारा, सागर, प्रीति, सोना, आर्मी. हाँ, आयुष बोल दिया ऑलरेडी. माइनस एफ एस हो जाएगा उत्तर. ओके, ठीक है. ओके, सो विथ अ स्माइल shall I proceed? If anybody is having any doubts, please let me know in the chat box. Okay, नहीं तो we are going to proceed further. कोई डाउट्स नहीं है ना? अरे कैसे डाउट हो सकता है? छोटू टॉपिक्स है, सिंपल टॉपिक्स है. हाँ मेरा it is minus. Very good. Yes, shall we? Okay, कोई डाउट्स नहीं है ना? Okay, no doubts. Purna is like doubt. मतलब is there a doubt? Please type it down. हाँ, menti है आज. At 9:15 exactly we'll be having the menti. Okay, at 9:15 we'll be having the menti. So be here. So what you all can see बच्चा लोग. What is that? Question आ गया तो क्या करना है? हाँ, sit straight, take your notebook outside, take your pen, start solving it and give me the answer. Very simple question it is. Purna is like, sir, today menti stick. अरे मुझे कैसे पता? Okay, there is no point of making fun of me है ना. इंटरनेट तो ऐसा हो सकता है. मेरा इंटरनेट तो there was some issue, so इसीलिए. Okay, Ayush is like option C बोल रहा है 60 degree. Others, Jashan is like 90 degree. Then other than Ayush, we have Nikhil with option B. Then Jashan अभी change किया कि 60 हो गया उत्तर. फिर अभिमन्यु, Ayush, Preeti. Okay, everyone C, Nikhil B. Okay, so I can have a option of mixed B and C mainly. है ना? So the correct option is C. अरे छोटू question था. देख ले everyone. बच्चा लोग देख ले. A body moves a distance of 10 meter along a straight line under the action of a force. Force value is given as 5. Distance value is given as 10. Okay. Work is also given as 25. ये सब दे दिया है. Okay. Everything is given. Question ये कि angle का value कितना होता है? How will you find out the angle between force and displacement? Just write down the equation for work done. Formula: work is equal to Fs cos theta. Put the values in it. Work is 25. F is 5. Okay. Displacement is 10 into cos of theta. 25. 5 into 10 is 50. 25 by 50 क्या होता है? 1/2. अरे if cos theta has to be 1/2, theta का वैल्यू कितना 60 because cos 60 is 1/2. How simple it is, isn't it? I don't think anybody needs any explanation, and I'm not going to ask you whether you have noted down because this was a simple question where we are using the direct formula. Okay? Yes, so you won't get any simple question than this. This is simplest. So now yes, see here हमारा option. Yes, yes, yes. Very good, very good. So next question is right here. Jaldi everyone. Sona, Mahi, Myara. Log it will be at 10 p.m. है ना? I already informed you yesterday. Okay, so इसका आंसर दे जल्दी. You have option A, option B. Okay, so Sona says C बोल रहा है. Okay, anyone then Sahil says option A. जल्दी दे दो उत्तर. सागर बोल रहा है कि option B है उत्तर. Okay, very good मेरा बच्चा लोग. Yes, Komal says it's option B. Very good, बहुत बढ़िया. हमारा option B है. हमारा option B है. देख ले how to do it. An object is moving along a straight line path from P to Q under the action of a force. So let me write the direct equation of force which is given 4I minus 3J plus 2K. I hope everybody knows to do the dot product. सबको पता है ना to do the dot product. Okay. If the coordinates of P, okay, matlab the initial position vector of P, how will you write it? You all know. If coordinates are given, just add I, J, K to each and every coordinates. That will be the position vector. Matlab 3, 2 minus 1 can be written as 3I cap, 2J cap minus K cap. And the coordinates of Q is given. Just add I, J, K to them. That will be the position vector. 2I minus J plus 4K. अरे the particle is moving from P to Q. This is the initial position. ये हमारा final position है. Those who don't know अच्छे से just listen to it and copy down everything. How will you find out the displacement vector if this is initial and final? We all know displacement vector S is equal to final position vector minus initial position vector. RQ minus RP. Shall we do it from here itself? Not a big deal है ना. देख ले 2I. Okay, 2I minus 3I कितना minus I. Okay, minus J minus of plus 2J. Minus of minus will become minus. So minus J minus 2J is minus 3J. Okay, then 4K minus K. Minus of minus will become plus. So 4 plus 1 हो जाएगा 5K. So we have displacement and force. Now I don't think there is any issue for finding out the work done because work done का formula क्या होता है बच्चा लोग? क्या है? Force vector dot displacement vector. Note down the values. 4I देख ले force minus 3J plus 2K. Okay, I haven't done anything other than whatever is given in the question. Displacement देख ले, we already have found out that is minus I minus 3J plus 5K. Okay, how to do the dot product? Multiply the numericals in the same direction. 4I dot minus I minus 4. Minus 3J minus of minus will become plus. Okay, then plus 5K plus 2K. 5 2s are 10. So 10 plus 9, 19 minus 4 is equal to 15. The unit is joules because it is work. हो गया? कोई भी गड़बड़ है तो जल्दी बता. If nothing is there, we can proceed further. Any doubts बच्चा लोग? डाउट्स कुछ है क्या? डाउट्स? ओके. अरे मेंडी में कितने बार बोल दिया. मेंडी कब स्टार्ट करेगा बच्चा लोग? मेंडी कब स्टार्ट करेगा? मेरा बच्चा लोग ही बताएगा. हाँ मेंटी हो जाएगा सारे क्लासेस पे. जशन दीप 15 है. ओके, नो डाउट्स है ना जशन? ओके ठीक है. नो सो ठीक है. मेंडी इज एट 9:15. ओके, नाउ बी रेडी टू टेक डाउन 2 different formulas from here. Okay. First one, if a graph is being plotted between force on the y-axis and displacement, okay, displacement on the x-axis, can you see the area under the graph? This was a graph. The area under the graph area under the graph will be giving you the work done. Note kar li, what is it? If you are having a graph plotted between force and displacement, if we find the area under the graph, that will be showing the work done. First thing, note kar li. Then second equation is the equation for finding out the work done if force is a variable. Or if force was a constant, what was the formula for work done? F dot S, because force was a constant. Okay, if force keeps on changing, मतलब क्या होता है? देख ले, मैं bottle ले रहा हूँ, I'm pulling it, I'm giving first 2 Newton, then I'm giving 3 Newton, then I'm giving 5 Newton, then after some time it became 1 Newton. मतलब the magnitude of the force keeps on changing. Okay, in that case, how will we find out the work done? What will we do? First, we will find out the work done for a small displacement. Dx matlab small displacement. Okay, F dot dx will be do. So F into small displacement will give you small work done. And how will we find out the total work done? You have to integrate. Integration matlab a different form of summation, hai na? So we'll be adding up all the small work done. So that is being done by the operator called as integration, which will give us the total work done. So in the case of force, which is a variable, the equation for finding out the work done is integral F dot dx. Okay, I hope you all know, hai na? Basics of integration. Basics of integration sabko pata hai, because we are going to do some problems, okay, which needs to be having some basics of integration. I think you all have learned basics of mathematics from there. All the teachers might have taught you basics of integration, hai na? Yo, yes, how do you say yo? I say, hai na? Okay, yes. So, yes, question is here. It's the first 20 seconds is for every one of you, to all my bacha log, to start giving me the answer. Okay, jaldi. Hi girls, only to girls you have hi, हम लोगों को नहीं है क्या? So many boys are here. Virat Kohli, hi sir, I'm back. Good to see you here. Okay, Uttar, I'm just looking into the chat box so that I can find the answer. Jashandeep says it's option C. Nobita says 70. Option A. Okay. Then 35. Purna says it's D. Option D, 135. Okay, B or D. Okay. Yara, मैं बोल दिया कि इधर that won't be taken. Okay, guesses are not allowed here. Give me the answer. Okay, Devika says D, Ayush says B, so Purna says 135, Preeti is like D, option is correct. So Shivani is like D. Okay, so I have a mix of options. Let's see how to do it. So a position dependent force, it is simply directly given that force is dependent upon displacement. Matlab kya hai? Force is, what is it? Force is a variable. It is directly given in the question itself. If force is a variable, tell me what is the formula for work done. We'll go step by step. That is F dot dx. Hai na? Okay. Now, on a body of mass 2 kg and it displaces from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 5, question is work done in joules. Okay, what do you have to do? कुछ नहीं करना है आप लोगों को. Substitute the force given in the equation. 7 minus 2x plus 3x square. Outside we have a dx, and the places from where to where we have to find the work is also given. It is from x is equal to 0 to 5. So whatever is the initial point, give it as a lower limit. Whatever is the final position, give it as the upper limit. This is the basic method of doing the integration in the case of work variable. कोई doubt है क्या? कोई भी doubt नहीं? Okay. Now one by one we will solve. Is equal to 7 dx का इंटेग्रल कितना होता है बच्चा लोग? 7 dx का इंटेग्रल, 7 dx, if you integrate dx, x. Now apply the lower limit, that is 0, and then upper limit 5. Then minus 2 is a constant. Then x dx का इंटेग्रल कितना? What is x dx? X raised to n plus 1 by n plus 1, है ना? X raised to 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1 कितना? X square divided by 2. Apply the lower limit and the upper limit. Then plus 3 x square dx का इंटेग्रल कितना? X cube divided by 3. apply the lower limit and upper limit 0 to 5. हो गया, isn't it? Now is equal to, I hope you all can see, है ना, 7. If I put the upper limit for x, that will be 5, okay, minus if x takes the lower limit, that is 0. So if 0 is given for x, it is 0 itself, so I'm not writing separately so that we can save some space. 2 cancel कर ले. If x takes the upper limit, so that is 5 square, so minus 5 square. देख ले, so if I apply 0, वो भी cancel हो जाएगा, 3 cancel हो जाएगा. If for x cube, if I put 5, okay, if I apply the upper limit, x will be equal to 5 cube. Okay, that is plus 5 cube. I hope you all know how much is the answer. 35 minus 25 plus 125. So 35 minus 25 is plus 10 plus 125 हो गया 135. Choose and option A, D. इतना ही है, समझ में आ गया सबको? ओके, सो दोस्त who don't know the integration, after this class क्या करना है, जल्दी डाउट कर, ओके, जल्दी डाउट कर, the basics of integration पढ़ ले, because for writing the term 1 examination of physics you need this, also about differentiation and vectors. All these things are very important. Okay, actually I have done the class of basics of mathematics. Okay, you can type basics of mathematics by Ameer sir, you will get the same classes where we have discussed about all these things. Okay, yes, 35. Okay, Virat, Manisha, Miara, obviously Shika, और क्या करना है, और क्या करना है आप लोगों को? If you want more practice, try to do some extra problems, वही करना है. All the concepts and the required multiple choice questions are being done in this classroom itself. Next, अगला question is right in front of you. Thank you, क्यों? मेरा ड्यूटी कर रहा है. Okay, because I want all my बच्चा लोग to score 35 out of 35 in term 1, and you have to prepare best possible in the 11th standard exams. Okay, Kamal, Preeti, Manisha, everyone. Shiga, Myara, Abhimanyu, Virat Kohli. Okay, Virat Kohli है मेरे क्लास पे. Okay, answer. Same concept. Jashandeep is like, sir, it's option C. Okay. Then C. YT Kamal, you're great, sir. Thank you. I am Mahi says C. Then Abhimanyu says B. Devika says C. Mahi says C. Yes. हमारा correct option है बच्चा लोग, C है. 4a square. Shall we find out? Okay. Question ये बोल रहा है कि find the work done by net force. Okay. Find the work done by net force is the question. So many methods are there. We'll be doing the method of whatever we have learned till now. Tell me what the basic formula for work done, that is force into displacement, right? So for finding work done, we should be having an idea about what is a force. The only equation that is given here in the equation है ना बच्चा लोग, वो तो है V is equal to A root x. A is not acceleration, note कर ले, A is a constant, x is displacement, V is velocity, A is a constant. Okay, from here we should be finding out the value of what? Acceleration, so that we can find out force. कैसे? Square this, square कर ले on both the sides. Squaring, V square is equal to A square x. कोई doubts? Doubts है क्या? No, right? So now what we are going to do is, we are going to differentiate this particular equation on both sides. Okay, with respect to time. मतलब d by dt of V square is equal to d by dt of A square x. कोई problem? Nothing, right? Okay. Now what is d by dt of A square x? A square is a constant, it comes outside. D by dt of x, differential of displacement with respect to time, velocity. No doubt, right? What is a differential of V square? सबको पता है. What is differential of V square? That is a 2V, and as you are differentiating with a different variable, it will be written as dV by dt also. No doubts, no doubts, no doubts. Simple, right? Simple, है ना? Okay. Now what we have to do, what we are going to do is, Now what we are gonna do is देख ले. Now v will be cancelled. Can you see that? v will be cancelled, right? Okay. Now dv by dt क्या है चलो? What is this dv by dt? अरे dv by dt acceleration है, change in velocity with respect to time. So v cancel हो गया. So this is a square divided by 2. Okay, any doubt in this? Okay, so don't get confused, है ना? So we'll be using big letter A, okay, because we don't want both the small letters. Big letter is the acceleration. Okay, so acceleration का value हो गया that constant a square divided by 2. Okay, then what is the question asked here? Question is to find out the work done. For that, force into displacement is required. Force is next what we have to find out. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass का value is anything is given, obviously 2. Okay, acceleration का value कितना? a square by 2. So 2 cancels. Force is a square. Tell me, force constant है क्या? Variable है. Force constant है क्या? Variable. अरे a is given as a constant in the equation, so force is a constant. So tell me, how will we use the equation for work done? That is force into displacement. We don't have to do the integration. ऐसे कुछ नहीं करना, ठीक है? Force is a square. Force is a square. Displacement is what we have to substitute. अरे the particle is moving from 0 to 4. So displacement is 4. That also just substitute. Displacement is 4. उत्तर मिल गया 4a square. Smile. Let me see a smile on everyone's face, in all my bacha log face. Let me see that smile. Okay. Yes. Everyone, Preeti. Preeti told me that yes, it's a constant. Mansi, very good, constant. Yes. Then Mansi, Preeti already told me that it was a constant. Did anyone tell me that? No. These are the two people from whom I got the answer that force is a constant. Bilkul buddy. Good evening, Anshika. I'm doing good. Okay, Miara, what I did is, this equation is given, है ना? V is equal to a root x. Square किया वो. Okay, differentiated the equation so that I'll get the equation for acceleration. Okay, from acceleration, I found out the force by using mass into acceleration. From there, I got the value for force as a square. A square is a constant. If force is a constant, how will you find the work done? Force into displacement. That's all I did. Still you have doubt, please pose a question in the group. I'll explain it again, okay, in our Telegram group. So shall we proceed, bacha log? Shall we proceed? Shall we proceed? Shall we proceed? Shall we proceed? Okay. Clear? So Miara, how is it right now? Is it clear? Squaring doesn't introduce extra roots. In order to remove roots while we do the differentiation is why we are squaring it. Okay. Yes. Miara is like spin Allah sir. Or kya? Okay. Write this. Very important because you should be knowing what is conservative and non-conservative force. Everyone, write it down. First, we will start with conservative force. Okay. Now, let's say this is point A and this is point B. The work done by the conservative force, let's say we have a force. If the work done by the force from A to B in the path 1 is marked as W1. If the work done by the same force to move it from the point A to B in path 2, can you see the path 2 is marked as W2? And if the work done by the same force in taking a charged particle, any particle from the point A to the point B is marked as W3. The given force is considered as conservative in which case? The given force is considered as conservative in that case of W1, W2 equal to W3. मतलब क्या है? मतलब ये है कि if the initial and final positions of the particle is same, irrespective of the path chosen by it, if the work done is same, then those kind of forces we call it as conservative force. So you can write it note by note, okay, as a point. Okay, if the work done doesn't depend upon the path, we call it as conservative. Okay. DOESNT, doesn't depend upon the path taken. Okay, path taken, path. Okay, if it doesn't depend upon the path taken, we call that forces as what kind of forces, bachcha log? Conservative force. देख ले, initial and final positions are the same, but the path taken by the particle in 3 different cases are different, but still if the work done is same, we call those forces as conservative force. Okay, it doesn't depend upon the path, it depends on what all things? It depends only on initial and final position. Okay, so this is if these two conditions are being satisfied, we can call a given force as a conservative force. Okay, one more point लिख ले, third point, last point. If it has to be considered as a conservative force है ना, work done by this conservative force in a closed path should be 0. Okay, work done by this conservative force in a closed path matlab if the body starts from a point, it moves and come back to the same position, the work done has to be 0. Then we can call that particular force as conservative force. ये भी लिख ले, ये भी लिख ले, हो गया. So these are the 3 conditions that has to be satisfied for calling a given force as conservative force. Very important, very important. If you want, I'll mark it here. Okay, so please note all these 3 points. Note all these 3 points, everyone. Okay, examples of conservative forces, I'll write it down. Gravitational force. Okay, then hamara spring force. In a 12th standard, you will talk about electrostatic force, magnetic force. All these forces are conservative force. Right now, gravitational force and spring force is more than enough, which we will be only dealing in this particular chapter. These are the 2 forces which are conservative. Okay, everyone, it doesn't depend upon the path taken. Okay, work done doesn't depend upon the path taken. It depends only on initial and final position second, and work done in a closed path equal to 0. Examples, gravitational and spring. So obviously, when can we call a given force as non-conservative? Very simple. Just the opposite of all the 3 points, whatever we have written for conservative will be for non-conservative. Matlab, the work done depends on path. Okay, work done depends on path. Okay, not only depends on initial and position, whatever is a path taken, it depends upon the path taken. Such kind of forces, we call it as non-conservative force. So obviously, work done in a closed path will not be equal to 0. In which case? In the case of non-conservative force. Examples are resistance. Okay, matlab air resistive force. Okay, frictional force. All the dissipative forces, okay, energy dissipating forces are or will be coming under non-conservative force. ये भी लिख ले. Everyone. Work done depend upon the path. वही है. If it depends upon the path, we call it as non-conservative. That's the reason why here it is written that if the force is a non-conservative force, okay, work done in the path 1, work done in the path 2 and work done in the path 3 will not be equal as it is a non-conservative force. Yes, Shivani, very good, very good. Harsh, hi, late to the class. Done, done. Noted? Everyone. Okay, not a big deal, hai na? Chotu sa concept hai, which everybody knows. Okay, yes. So, moving on. Kinetic energy, should I be explaining? The energy possessed by a body because of its motion or velocity or speed, we call it as kinetic energy. Formula, half mv square, half mass into square of speed will give you what? The kinetic energy. I'm not going to explain. I don't think you need an explanation for that. And one equation, if you want, you can write kinetic energy with respect to momentum. Kinetic energy is equal to square of momentum divided by 2 times the mass. Okay, yes. Then there comes the master of this particular chapter, the master equation we call it. Okay, the master equation which connects the work and the kinetic energy. or the master equation which connects work and energy. Okay. Okay, very good, Mansi. Keep it up, keep it up. Okay, how many of you know this master equation? It's very simple, right? But application of this particular equation in many questions is not that simple, but learning this particular equation is very simple. I think everybody is like, "Arey sir, sabko pata hai." What is it? Work done by all the forces, or let's call it as work done by the total force acting on the body, will be equal to change in kinetic energy. Final kinetic minus initial kinetic energy is equal to the work done by all the forces, okay, acting on the body, is equal to change in kinetic energy. So when we talk about work done by the total force, it will be the work done by the first force plus work done by the second force plus work done by third force. How many number of forces are there? We have to add up the work done by each and every force. That will be the work done by total. That is equal to K2 minus K1. समझ में आ गया? If there is a force F1, we have to find the work done by that force. We have to add it up. Then we have to find the work done by the second force. Add it up. Then we have to find force work done by third force. If there are fourth force, वो भी, fifth force, वो भी, ये सब add करना है. Okay, this is how it works. लिख लिया सबने? Okay. Now writing this down and listening to it, it's not a big deal. But once we start doing the problems, है ना, once we start doing the problems of work energy theorem, उसी टाइम मजा आ जाएगा. Okay, let's see one by one. देख ले everyone. Let's see how this particular question can be done in a very simple way, okay, by using this work energy theorem. It's your time, you can do it by your own. After that I'll be like explaining. Diamond clear, Mansi, very good. Diamond clear. So जल्दी फटाफट उत्तर भी दे दे इसको. बच्चा लोग, everyone be attentive in the classroom, because you all know that at 9:15 exactly we'll be starting with our Menti quiz. Whatever happens in this universe, right? We'll start with our Menti. So be ready for that. Okay, so listen to it, because I really want to see who's going to be top, who's going to be on top of today's Menti's class. Crystal clear? Okay, option कहाँ है इसका? Okay, Jashandeep has given me the answer as option C, 10 joules. Mahi is also giving me the same option C. Everyone is with option C बोल रहा है. C. Is it C? Is it C? नहीं होता है. You have to give the option. Myara is like option B. Okay, then everyone is like option C. Preeti is like B. Abhimanyu is like B. Okay, so the three people who gave me the correct answer are B option is Preeti, and एक और one more person, Abhimanyu, also given with the option B. Na, Devika also B now. Very good. And Myara is like half. So Myara, you'll get half marks. Okay. So yes, the correct option is B. देख ले everyone. It's very simple question. A body of mass 0.5 kilogram. Mass is half kilogram. Okay. Travels in a straight line with velocity. Velocity का value is given, that is a x raised to 3 by 2. A का value is given 5. So let me write it as such. 5x raised to 3 by 2 is the value for velocity. Question ये कि work done by the net force during its displacement from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2. Initially x is equal to 0 and after some time x is equal to 2. So the question is, what's the work done? Which formula will you use? Will you be actually involved in differentiating, then integrating, and finally finding answer for work done? You can do that. Okay, you can actually use this formula for integral of f dot dx for finding out the work done, but it's a long method. Do you know what is the simple method I'll be using? Question is, what is the work done by net force, total force? That is equal to change in kinetic energy, K2 minus K1, matlab half m v square minus half m u square. What is common? Half m is common, we will keep it outside. V square minus u square. Okay, the final x value is equal to 2. So the final velocity v will be equal to 5. If x takes the value of 2, that will be 2 raised to 3 by 2. Okay, this is v. So substituting for v square, how much it will be? 5 square, that is 25. 2 raised to 3 by 2, the whole square will be equal to 2 cube. Okay, minus u square. U is the initial velocity. It starts from x is equal to 0. Put x is equal to 0 here, 0. So what will be the value of velocity you get? 0. So initially the velocity is 0. So initial kinetic energy be 0 hai. Okay. Mass is how much? Half. So this is 1 by 4 into 25 into 2 to the 4 to the 8. 8 by 4 is 2. 25 into 2, 50. कितना simple है. Okay, देख ले, if you knew this particular concept of work done is equal to change in kinetic energy, उत्तर ऐसे ही मिल जाएगा without any effort, isn't it? Isn't it? Root तो गया मेरा, because we are doing what? Half mv square. We are squaring it. So 5 square is 25. 2 raised to 3 by 2 square is equal to 2 cube. Okay, now समझ में आ गया. I think many of you might have had this particular doubt. Why does 25 into 2 cube? Because we have to square the velocity while finding out the kinetic energy. You got the answer. Very good, Devika. Yes, I called your name also. 10 into 550. Yes, got it. Hi, no doubts now, है ना? बिल्कुल बढ़िया. So I think we can proceed further. अगला question कर ले. Same concept. I want every one of you to do. जल्दी, फटाफट, and mark your options in the chat box, everyone. जल्दी. Okay, done. Jashandeep is like sir 475. Option A बोल रहा है Jashandeep. Then Abhimanyu is cracking a joke by giving the option as E. Nice joke, Abhimanyu. So Mansi didn't give the answer. She deleted it. Then Myara says his option A बोल रहा है. फिर सागर बोल रहा है कि option A. Okay, hers A. Very good. हमारा correct answer option A है. Same concept, work energy theorem. Shall we? देख ले. Everyone just listen to me, so that this concept of work energy theorem, which is so much important for your 11th standard and 12th standard, will be clear to you. Okay, so spend some time. आराम से listen to it. A block of mass 10 kg is moving in the x direction with a constant speed of 10 meter per second. Okay, it is subjected, so matlab initial velocity is equal to 10 meter per second. Mass is 10 kilogram. Okay, so it is subjected to a retarding force. F is equal to minus 0.1x. Force is a variable or a constant. Write it here so that you won't be making any mistake. Array, force is dependent upon x displacement. So x changes, force changes, force is a variable. And it travels from initial position of 20 to a final position of 30. So question ये है कि उसका final kinetic energy कितना? How will you find out? Very simple. Same formula, work energy theorem. Work done by the total force is equal to change in kinetic energy. So it is this final kinetic energy which we have to find out, isn't it? So substitute kar le. How will you find out the work done? Force is given, which is a variable. So how will you find the work done? Integral of f dot dx by applying the lower limit of 20 and upper limit of 30 is equal to k2 minus k1. Initial kinetic energy is half mu square. Done. कोई गड़बड़ कुछ भी नहीं है ना. So start substituting each and everything. F is how much? Minus 0.1x. So integral minus 0.1x dx, okay, from 20 to 30. फिर क्या है? Is equal to k2 minus k1 is half, m is 10, u square, u कहाँ है मेरा बच्चा लोग? 10 दे दिया है. So 10 square हो जाएगा 100. Okay, I have written it directly. I hope थोड़ी दिक्कत किसी को भी नहीं है. So 0.1 is a constant. So minus 0.1 comes outside. X dx का integral बच्चा लोग x square divided by 2 with the lower limit of 20, upper limit of 30 is equal to k2 minus, this is 1000 divided by 2, 5 sorry है ना, half m, so this is 500 है ना, yes ये तो 500 है, कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है ना। नाउ देख ले, minus 0.1/2, substituting x with the upper limit, that is 30, square is equal to 900, minus when it takes the lower limit, that is 20, square is equal to 400, is equal to k2 minus 500. Okay, I know that it became a bit messy. Shall we move to the next page? Shall we move next page? So writing the same array, next page पे space नहीं है, हाँ, minus 0.1 divided by 2 into what is remaining, 900 minus 400, that is equal to 500, is equal to k2 minus 500. So k2 is equal to minus 500 go to the right hand side will become, sorry, left hand side becomes plus 500. 500 by 2 is 25, sorry 250, 250 into 0.1 is 25, minus 25 is equal to k2. ये कितना, 475. मिल गया है ना, smile everyone. बच्चा लोग, in 15 minutes we will be starting the Menti. So do learn all these concepts, because the questions from between concept from all these part is going to come. Okay, those who will be listening to the class in the best way is going to be on top of the Menti today. So let's see who's going to be on top of Menti. आ गया तो आ गया, समझ तो आ गया मेरा, और क्या चाहिए, okay. Okay, how many of you are mainly looking for Menti, okay, to be on top of the Menti board today? How many of you want to give the complete effort for that? Yo, everyone is excited. Okay, so before next question, okay, we'll do some more concept. We have 15 more minutes enough for Menti, so we'll learn a bit more of concept and we'll do some more of multiple choice questions. ठीक है, देख ले. Sir, I'm looking for top 10. Abhimanyu, very good. Nandana is like, sir, मैं तो है, बिल्कुल. Mira, I want to. Okay, yes. So let's see. Potential energy, we all know. What's the definition? Potential energy, chalo, is a stored energy by virtue of the position or configuration of a body. Because of the position or because of strain inside a body, if an energy is stored, उसका नाम होता है potential energy. Okay, you all know from if a body is at some height, the gravitational potential energy का value mgh है, सबको पता है. Okay, I'm not going for that explanation. What you need to know is, what you all need to be knowing is this particular thing, that work done by all the conservative forces, not total work done. देख ले, not total work done we are talking. We are only talking about work done by only the conservative forces. Okay, total work done by the conservative force is equal to negative change in potential energy. Don't get confused with what we already have learned. I'll get it cleared for you. Work done by the total force is equal to change in kinetic energy delta K. This is work done by all the kind of forces, because in this Hannah, work done by conservative, work done by non-conservative, work done by other forces, everything is being included. That is equal to change in kinetic energy. But once we talk about work done by only conservative force, that is equal to negative change in potential energy. Okay, ये note कर ले बच्चा लोग. Okay, this is how it is done. Either, okay, I'll just explain. I'll give you an explanation. देख ले. It is given that work done by total force is equal to change in kinetic energy. Okay, you all believe in this, right? देख ले. When we talk about work done by total force, that will be the summation of work done by conservative forces, and that will also be equal to the sum of work done by non-conservative forces. The summation of all these is equal to change in kinetic energy. Now we have learned work done by conservative का formula क्या है. Just now we have learned work done by conservative force is equal to negative change in potential energy. Here I can substitute it as negative change in potential energy plus work done by non-conservative is equal to change in kinetic. Rearranging, Work done by non-conservative is equal to change in kinetic plus change in potential. Change is common, so change of kinetic plus potential. So work done by non-conservative is equal to change in the summation of kinetic plus potential. ये बता दे बच्चा लोग, ये बता दे, सिर्फ ये बता दे, if work done by the non-conservative force on a body is equal to 0, matlab if non-conservative forces are not doing any work, what will happen? Left hand side of this equation will be 0, है ना? If left hand side is equal to 0, matlab क्या होता है? Change in kinetic plus potential will be is equal to 0. Change is equal to 0 matlab क्या है? हाँ, the summation of kinetic plus potential energy will be a constant. When will this be constant? If work done by non-conservative forces is equal to 0, or we can say that if only conservative forces are acting. Once again, listen, what did I say? If only conservative forces are acting on the body, the sum of kinetic plus potential will be a constant. Very important, write it down. When will be the kinetic plus potential be a constant? If only conservative forces are acting on the body. Okay, so I'll just give you a briefing. Work done by total force, change in kinetic energy. Work done by conservative force, negative change in potential energy. Okay, this is first, this is second, and the third is if work done by non-conservative force equal to 0, matlab if only conservative forces are acting on the body, sum of kinetic plus potential constant. Okay, done. ये सब लिख लिया. This is very important, super important. Okay, write all these three things down one by one. Okay, write these three things down. Nandana, can you just watch the replay? What do you all say? Okay, can you watch the replay? So we can, because if I keep on repeating for everyone, class will be never. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. I'll be so happy to help you. Okay, write these three things down. Okay, and after some time, do watch the replay if anyone is having any doubts. Yes, Abhimanyu, 13 minutes left for our mentee, right? Okay. Now, we know that. So I'm going to proceed. Okay, Preeti noted, hai na? Sab note kiya. Okay, देखिए. If we have a body of mass m at some height h है ना बच्चा लोग, so the potential energy, gravitational potential energy का formula है mgh. Okay. Similarly, देख ले, a spring which was unstretched. Okay. From this unstretched position, if you are stretching the spring by an amount of x, what is x? X is the extension made to that spring. Okay, x is the extension. If x is the extension made to the spring, the amount of potential energy stored inside that spring is equal to formula half k x square. ये भी write कर ले जल्दी. Okay, very important, super important. What is it? The potential energy stored inside a spring. What is x? X is what? The amount of extension. I hope you all know k value. We all have learned in the laws of motion chapter. What is k? Those who don't know, write it down. This is spring constant. Spring ka constant. Okay? Yes. Based on that, we have a simple equation here. A simple question is here based on that. All the formulas that we have learned till now. You all are clear about all the concepts, right? You all are clear? Huh? You all are clear. So if you all are clear, give me the answer. So instead of giving me the answer as yes in the chat box, okay, how will you say yes in an indirect way? You just give me the answer for this particular question. ओके जल्दी फटाफट. भाई सर 10 बजे मुझे थमसा मैम की प्लस क्लास पे भी आना है. अरे 10 बजे, अभी 9 बजे ही हो गया. 1 घंटा, 1 hour you have. मेरा इज लाइक सर ए और सी. मेरा ये तो बिल्कुल दिस इज नॉट एट ऑल अलाउड इन द क्लास. सो मानसी इज लाइक ऑप्शन सी बोल रहा है. सागर इज लाइक बी. नंदना से इज ऑप्शन डी बोल रहा है, दैट इज 20. Then Noor Fatima Anthony says B, then Noor says C, then Sagar says C. Very good. How many are here with the option A? A कोई है क्या? Anyone with the option A? I think everyone is C and all, right? So I don't think anybody is there with the option A. Okay, yes, the option A is correct. A है हमारा correct answer. देख ले. Step by step I am going to solve. So everyone start writing down and listen to me how this particular question is done. The potential energy of a certain spring when stretched through a distance S is 10 joules. How will you write it? How will you write the initial potential energy stored inside that spring? Formula half K, X is the extension, instead of X it is given as S. Okay, instead of X simple, here they have used S, so half K S square. इसका वैल्यू दे दिया कि 10, so 10 is equal to half K S square according to this question. I haven't done anything new here. Whatever we have learned, I just have applied according to the question. Then the amount of work that must be done on this particular string to stretch it through an additional distance S. So tell me, initially it was having a distance of S. Now we are giving an additional distance of X. So what will be the total displacement or the total extension in the spring? S plus S, 2S. Okay. Matlab finally it will be making 2S as its extension. Question ये है कि what is the work done by the external force? देख ले. Spring is initially extended to some S value. Okay. Now if you want to extend the spring, क्या करना है बच्चा लोग? Obviously we have to apply some external force on the body to extend the spring. So we are extending the spring to another amount of S. In that case, what is the work done by this external force? Hai na? Which formula? Work energy theorem. Work done by all the forces is equal to change in kinetic energy. Okay, nothing is being specified regarding the velocities. इसका मतलब है कि we are moving this body from first position to second position slowly. मतलब initial kinetic energy and final kinetic energy are 0. So right hand side of the equation is 0. When we talk about work done by total forces, tell me, it will be the sum of how many forces are acting? Obviously, work done by external force WF plus और किसी force है क्या? Is there any other force here? Yes, there is the work done by the spring force. I hope you all know spring force also does a work Kx. And if we extend the spring in the opposite direction, a spring force acts. So work is also being done by spring force. So total work done will be the summation of work done by external force and work done by spring force equal to 0. Okay, then work done by external force plus work done by spring force. Tell me, what is a spring force? Conservative or non-conservative? I have separately told that it is a conservative force. Yes or no? बोल दिया या नहीं बोल दिया? बिल्कुल बोल दिया, right? So work done by spring force, which is a conservative force. What's the formula for work done by conservative force? Work done by conservative force, negative change in potential energy, isn't it? Yes or no? हाँ, negative change in potential energy, वो हो गया 0. Okay, so work done by external forces, if you take this negative to the right hand side, वो become positive. Delta U मतलब U2 minus U1. Okay, U2 मतलब potential energy stored inside the spring, formula half K X2 square. Okay, that X2 is the final extension the body is having, that is 2S the whole square minus half K, what is U1, the initial S square, isn't it? Okay, tell me what's the answer. So this is 4 times half K S square minus half K S square. The answer will be 3 times half K S square. I hope you all can see, right? 3 times half K S square ka value we already know. Half K S square is 10. We already have written, or this is how we started the question, right? So 3 times are 30. मिल गया उत्तर? Yes, everyone. 5 more minutes for Menti. Last 5 minutes we all have. Okay, so any doubts, anyone? Any doubts? कुछ भी नहीं है ना? So conservation of mechanical energy, we already have that. What is mechanical energy? बच्चा लोग mechanical energy क्या है? Mechanical energy क्या है? हाँ, mechanical energy is the sum of kinetic plus potential. When is the sum of kinetic plus potential a constant? We already have learned when only conservative forces are acting. Isn't it? When conservative forces are only acting, the sum of kinetic plus potential will be a constant. We already have learned. Yes, no doubts, right? So ये भी लिख लिया. 4 more minutes we have. Okay, within that 4 minutes, shall we do one more question? Okay, one last question. Power, so we'll do it at tomorrow's class. Okay, let's do this particular question and we'll start with Menti. Topic power, we'll be doing it tomorrow. Menti kab hai? Menti is happening in 4 minutes. Last question before Menti. Okay, the very last question. Everyone, jaldi fatafat kar de. Or I'll do this particular question so that right after this question directly we can go to Menti. What do you all say? है ना? You all do support me, है ना? Myara, Abhimanyu, Harsh, Jashan. A body of mass 2 kg is thrown up vertically with a kinetic energy of 490. Matlab initial kinetic energy is 490. Okay. If the acceleration due to gravity is 9.8, then the height at which the kinetic energy becomes half. Okay. Dekh le. This is our ground. Initially, the particle is thrown from the ground with a kinetic energy of 490. And what about the potential energy? The particle is initially on the ground, it is 0. Particle goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up, goes up. It reaches at some height. Okay. At this particular height, what will be the value for potential energy? mgh. And what is the speciality of this particular height given? The speciality of this height is given as, okay, the kinetic energy of the body at this point will be equal to half the initial kinetic energy. Okay, so that is 490 divided by 2. So the final kinetic energy ka value bhi de diya. How to do this problem? Tell me. Very simple, chotu motu problem hai. Ha, which is the only force acting? Gravitational force. Isn't it? During the motion of the body, only force acting is gravitational force. Gravitational force is a conservative force. Tell me, if conservative forces are only acting, what is a constant? The sum of kinetic plus potential is a constant. K1 plus U1 is equal to K2 plus U2. Write it. K1 ka value 490. U1 0. K2 is a 490 divided by 2. 490 divided by 2 plus U2 kitna? mgh. M is 2, G is 9.8 into H. You'll be asking, sir, why 9.8 all of a sudden? Array 490, yeah, 49 is a multiple of 9.8. That's the only reason. 490 minus 490 by 2, 490 by 2 kitna hota hai? So that is 2, right? 8, isn't it? 4, 8, 5, right? So 285, so 400. 860, no, the answer is wrong. 490 hai na? 492, then 4, right? Okay, 245. Kya kar rahe sir? है ना? I'm also in that excitement of starting the Menti. इसमें भी क्या क्या गलती कर रहे सर आप? So answer है 245 है ना? 490 minus 490 by 2, it's 490 by 2, so that is 45. That is 2 into 9.8 into H. So H ka value, so 245 divided by 2 into 9.8, right? It is 24.5, 12.25. Answer is 12.5. Okay, हो गया सबको समझ? समझ आ गया तो मजा आ जाएगा. समझ भी आ गया, मजा भी आ जाएगा. And it's straight 9:15. Shall we start? How many of you are ready with Menti? Everyone share the class. Everyone ask everyone who just want to just be a part of Menti. Everyone. Everyone share the class and ask all your friends to join because we are going to be having a very good what? हाँ, a very good friendly competition. So it will be more मजा आ जाएगा जब आपका दोस्त भी है क्लास पे. हाँ, accurately it is 12.5. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल 12.5 ही है. It is completely 12.5. Do you want me to solve? 245 है ना, 245 divided by 2 by 9.8 है ना, 245 divided by, if it was 10, 24.5. 24.5 divided by 2 is what? 12.25, but it is not 10, 9.8, so the actual answer is 12.5. Code I hope you all can see. बच्चा लोग, call all your friends jaldi because we want to be having a very good competition in the classroom. Everyone share the class, call your friends, बोल दे the Menti has started, jaldi आ जाइए. Can you all see the code? It's 4018 बच्चा लोग, 4018. Okay, I'll just type in the code in the 4018 9441. Okay, so I have typed in the code in the chat box also. Everyone is mental for Menti. Where is that energy? Where is that excitement you all were showing me? So where is the Menti? Where is the Menti? वो energy नहीं दिख रहा है अभी. And everyone update your avatars. I want to know who all are having funny avatars here. Preeti is like, I'm ghost. Ghost कहाँ है? Is there a ghost here? Oh my god, हाँ है. Then green leaf is for Miara. Green leaf कहाँ है? हाँ बिल्कुल है. Umbrella is Mansi. Yes. Everyone is having a normal good wala avatar only this time. Preeti only has a bit creepy wala ghost here. Nandana is like dragon. Okay. So everybody have joined, I suppose, है ना? The code is 40189441. Those who haven't joined Menti till now, what you have to do? Go to www.menti.com. Okay, and use the code of 40189441. And those who haven't liked the session till now, jaldi फटाफट जाकर like कर ले session को, and do let me know that you are enjoying the session. jaldi फटाफट कर ले. Okay, so shall we? Penalla, everybody ready? So yes, I'm going to press the enter key. The first question will be right in front of you. Okay, F is equal to 3x square. Matlab force is a variable. Question is find the work done during the displacement of x is equal to 0 to 2. Direct question. Just integrate kar le, answer, write it down. I don't think anybody needs explanation even for this. Okay, everybody try your level best. If you are not able to solve it, कोई बात नहीं. Obviously after the quiz and I will be explaining it. ठीक है बच्चा लोग. जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी. Anthony is like option B दे रहा है मुझे. Option B is 8 Newton meter. Okay, you don't have to update the answer in the chat box. Okay, the only place where you have to give the answer is हमारा Menti पे. Answers. Last 4, 3, 2, 1 and time is up. What do we have? Very good, very good. I'm so happy बच्चा लोग. It's not because you got the correct answer, it's because you were listening to the class. Okay, that simply says 8 students got it correct. Very good. Anthony, jaldi join kar le. Okay, very good. I really want to see who all are those 8 students who got the correct answer. And fastest person was, who's the fastest? Jashandeep. Very good, Jashan. Jashandeep was one of the active person in the classroom. He itself is the fastest this time. Very good. I'm so happy for you, Jashan. Then we have Myara, Krishna, GH, read next one, Preeti Yadav, Anam and Khushi Senkar. Good. Badhiya, bahut badhiya. So I think I owe you an explanation. Na? Power will be doing it in tomorrow's class. Arre baap re, space to nahi hai, but koi baat nahi. We'll find space. Force is given as 3x square. From here itself, it is completely known to us that force is a variable. What is the equation for work done in the case of a variable force? integral f dot dx, and from where to where? 0 to 2. This is the initial, this is the final. 0 to 2, f is 3x square dx. 3 is a constant, comes outside. X square dx, if you integrate, that is x cube divided by 3, from where to where? From 0 to 2. 3 cancel kar le, okay. If 4x, if I give the upper limit, that is 2 cube, minus if you give the lower limit, that is 0 cube is 0, so 2 cube is 8 joules. Okay, so there comes the very first answer. Okay, Newton meter is another unit of work done. I hope everyone knows. I'm not going for that. Differentiate कैसे कर सकता है नहीं? Okay, if you differentiate force, we'll be getting some other things, है ना? We want work done. So, बच्चा लोग ready? Okay, anyone can be on the top. So everybody try your level best, and it's not just about leaderboard and being on top of leaderboard. It's also about doing so many multiple choice questions in the class. So yes, we have the second question. Shall I? बच्चा लोग, shall I? Huh? Okay. Yes, I have pressed the enter key. Jaldi. Everyone. Last 50 seconds. 49. Dipanshu Babu, hi sir. Okay, hi. 40 seconds, bachcha log. Jaldi. You all have 40 seconds. Last 18. I hope everybody can do it. अरे it's very simple. If you know the concept, ऐसे ही कर सकता है, सच बता रहा हूँ मैं. If you know the concept है ना, ऐसे ही कर सकता है सबको. Very good. Time is up. And what does it say? 125. Amazing, बच्चा लोग got the correct answer. Very good. Very good. Very good. क्या हो रहा है इधर क्लास पे? Everyone is learning, maybe because exam is approaching really fast. Very good. Anyways, I'm so happy. वाह जशनदीप, क्या हो रहा है? Still the fastest person and still on the top, and very good. Myara is right below Jashan. Okay, giving a very good fight. Then read next one. I don't know who that person is. Then Preeti, Mansi, Mahi, Devika, Krishna, GH and Nandana. Very good. Good. How many of you want to know how this question can be done? How many of you want to know? Lack of space. Now, the mass of the body is given as 10. It is given that two forces are there, a 4 Newton force, okay, and a 3 Newton force, which are at 90 degree. Can we find out the net force acting? I write two vectors perpendicular to each other, root of a square plus b square. So this is root of 4 square plus 3 square. Two vectors, how will we add? I say. So this is 25, root 25 is 5. Net force acting on the body is equal to 5. Okay, so net force is a constant. So we can make use of which formula for finding out the work done? That is F dot S, force into displacement. But we only have force, displacement we have no idea. कैसे कर सकता है? Any idea? How to find displacement? Can we use S is equal to ut plus half at square? Obviously, in the direction of net force, the particle is going to move, isn't it? So displacement the particle has made in that direction is equal to, it is clearly given that initially the particle is at 0, so ut is become 0, half into acceleration formula, force by mass, कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है ना. Time is given as 10, so 10 square. So this is 100 by 2, that is 50, into force by mass is 5 divided by 10, right? So kitna displacement is 25. Okay, so we got the value for displacement, so we have the value for force. So what can be the uttar here? Okay, what can be the उत्तर here for work done? That is force into displacement. Force का value है 5, displacement is 25, this is 125. हो गया work. But you will be asking, sir, we are not asked to find out the work done. अरे if you have the work done by total force, that is K2 minus K1. Initially velocity is 0, so kinetic energy initial 0 होता है. So kinetic energy final K2 will be equal to the work done by total force. कितना? 125. So yes, we got the answer. कोई गड़बड़? कोई गड़बड़? Any doubts? If anyone is having, let me know. मैं तो बिल्कुल बढ़िया लक्ष्मी, इतना प्यार, इतना हंसी वाला चेहरा, बिल्कुल बढ़िया. गुड, हैप्पी टू सी दैट. डन है ना? ओके, देन थर्ड क्वेश्चन के लिए रेडी है सब? So nobody is having doubts. Devika, Meera, Preeti, Nandana, everyone is telling no sir, just go for the third. So whoever is new to this class, if you want to join Menti, the code is on the top. 40189441 is the code. Okay. So the enter key has been pressed, bachcha log. The third question will be live. Two spring of spring constant 1500 and 3000 are respectively stretched with the same force. Underline that word. Force is same in both the springs. Okay. Then the ratio of potential energy. वो करना है. Potential energy in the first to potential energy in the second क्या होता है? That has to be found out. So जल्दी कर ले. Kinetic plus potential is equal to mechanical energy. Very good. Yes, that is correct. बिल्कुल correct है सुहम. बिल्कुल. Anthony is like option D है. अरे this is not the place to put the answers. इसीलिए we have started the Menti. So Menti पे आकर जल्दी update कर ले आप लोगों को answer. अरे you can see option C and D is being chosen equally by 7 and 7 students. Good. Anyway, the answer is 2:1. Let's see how. Okay. Before that, I want to see who are those 7 students who got it correct. अरे Jashandeep is on fire today. First is this time also. Then Myara, then Preeti, Devika, Nandana. Read next one, Mahi, Prakriti. So there are so many in the class who really want to learn the topic, है ना? So that's what it says. Very good. Okay, bachcha log, shall we do this? Okay, now free space. Okay, now the value of K1, the spring constant in the first case is given as 1500. Second case is equal to 3000. Question is, what is the ratio of potential energy? Formula क्या है? Half kx square, right? Now it is given that in both the cases the force that we apply is same. What your thought should be, how to introduce this force equation in the equation of potential energy. For that, what I am doing is I am going to multiply k on the numerator and k on the denominator. K by k is 1. So this will be half kx the whole square by k, isn't it? Tell me ये kx the whole square क्या होता है? Remember, spring force is equal to kx. Yes, so kx is force actually, so the equation become f square divided by 2k. ये है हमारा potential energy. Okay, so u1 by u2 will be equal to, force is a common, it is inversely proportional to spring constant, na? So u1 by u2 will be equal to k2 by k1. Why k2 by k1? Because it is inversely proportional and force is same in both. So yes, k2 is 3000, k1 is 1500. ये कितना? 2:1. आंसर मिल गया ऐसे, isn't it? Yes, yes or no? Yes or no? With a smile, with a smile. Yes? Okay. Okay, very good. So, moving on. Fourth question. Shall I? Everyone ready? Those who haven't joined Menti, the code is on top of you. As you can see, it's 40189441. Jaldi, fatafat. Okay, so I'm going to press the enter. So the question is live right now. Ready है ना यश? और क्या? A stone of mass 2 kilograms. Same question we did, Anna, in the classroom also. Those who listened to that at that point of time would be giving me the answer. A stone of mass 2 kilograms is projected upward with kinetic energy of 98. Matlab, when it is on the ground, kinetic energy is 98. The height at which kinetic energy of the body becomes half of its original value. Fatafat, 30 seconds you all have. Arey, we did this question some moment before. Same kind of questions we did. We did this question some moments before, the same, not with the same numerical value, but with the same concept. So I did this question purposefully so that whoever was listening will be giving me the answer I say. Time is up, and what do we have here? Okay, very good, Bachalo, very good. 12 students. I think the competition in this Menti, and it's so good. Okay, 3 weeks before the exact same question was done. Okay, ho sakta hai. Arey, Jashandeep came with full of Chyawanprash in his head, by eating so much of Chyawanprash. He is the fastest for all the answers, not just on the top of the leaderboard. He is the fastest. Okay, तो Mendy hack कुछ नहीं किया ना Jashandeep. It's only your brilliance working, right? I'm so happy for you. So then we have Myara, Preeti, Devika, Nandana, Prakriti, Mahi, Reed, Mansi, and Anam. Very good, good. So those who need explanation, listen to me. So the particle was on the ground. So the initial kinetic energy is 98, and as the particle is on the ground, we know potential energy is 0. So if it is projected up, it will be going. It reaches at some height where the potential energy will be equal to mgh, and the kinetic energy here is given as 98 divided by 2. It is given. Okay, question is what is the value of h? What you have to do? It's a conservative force acting, matlab potential energy. So sum of kinetic plus potential, that is 98 plus 0 is equal to 98 divided by 2 plus mgh. 98 minus 98 by 2, ये 98 by 2 है ना, if it goes to the left hand side, minus 98. 98 minus 98 by 2, again 98 by 2 is equal to mgh. What was mgh and all? 1 minute. M was 2 kilogram, है ना? G you can take it as 9.8 and h is unknown. 9.8, 98, it's 10, right? Okay, so ये हो जाएगा 10 by 4. So what is 10 by 4? 2.5 is height. हो गया, simple. Simple का dimple का भी simple. Okay, yes, here we go for the very super last question of our class. The super last question, everyone. Okay, here we have to use the conservation of momentum, then only you can do this problem. Jaldi. Last question it is, the very last question for the day. Okay, understanding the concept of this particular question is very important, so I'll be explaining how to do this problem at the end of the class. 30, 29, jaldi. Chyawanprash, everybody is laughing. हाँ यश, वेरी गुड. कंजर्वेशन ऑफ मोमेंटम वाला कॉन्सेप्ट है ना, वो यूज करने पे उत्तर ऐसे ही आ जाएगा. गुड, बढ़िया. 6 students, and let's see what is the final leaderboard here. Wow, Bapre, very good, Myara. So constantly trying and finally at the first place, very good. Then we have Preeti, then Jashan, Devika, Mahi, Prakriti, Anna, Nandana. Read next one. See, good. Very good, very good. I'm so happy. Everyone did an amazing job. Okay. So I hope you all understood the concepts, है ना? So those who haven't understood this concept, देखले. Initially, a bomb was there of 12 kilogram. Okay. What is it doing? It is actually at rest. So tell me, what is its initial momentum? 0 is its initial momentum, right? Okay. Now, what is happening? This 12 kilogram, because of the internal force, this bomb was exploding. Because for explosion of bomb, we are not hammering it or anything. External force thodi na de raha hai na. Okay. Internal force, it is getting exploded into two masses. One is 4 kilogram. Okay. One is 8 kilogram. Okay. 12 is being split into two. One has 4 kilogram and 8 kilogram. 8 kilogram is having a velocity of 6 meter per second. इसका वेलोसिटी इज अननोन. ओके, क्वेश्चन ये कि ये सेकेंड 4 किलोग्राम बॉडी है ना, उसका काइनेटिक एनर्जी कितना? हाउ विल वी डू इट? हाँ, as it is the internal force that is acting on the body, the final momentum even after the explosion of the bomb should also be 0. How will you write final momentum? Momentum of the first body, that is 8 into 6 plus momentum of the second body is 4v, v which we don't know, we put it as 0. Okay, so tell me what is the value for velocity? 4v is equal to 8 into 6 with a negative sign. Okay, v is equal to 8 by 4 is 2, 2 into 6 is minus 12. So the velocity of the body is minus 12 meter per second. Minus means the direction of velocity of this body is exactly opposite to this 8 kilogram body. That's all. उसका kinetic energy formula, हाँ, उसका kinetic energy का formula is half mv square, that is half into उसका mass है 4, velocity is 12 square. Okay, 144 and final उत्तर क्या है? Final उत्तर, yes, 288. 12 square is 144, 4 by 2 is 2, so 2 into 144, 288. हो गया? Yes. Everyone, how was the session? Have you all enjoyed? जल्दी फटाफट बता दे. Have you all enjoyed the session? Have you all got the method of solving many problems, understanding how to do it and everything? Yes? Is it a yes from everyone? Smiling face from everyone? Okay, very good. So I just want to congratulate everyone who was here from the starting till the end, who have learned all the concept, did all the multiple choice questions and did give a very good try for this Menti quiz. Appreciation for everyone. You all did an amazing job. Okay, chalo. Okay, session was adiboli. Grabbed a lot of knowledge. Amazing, Myara, loved it. Okay, enjoyed. Okay, so everyone had a very good experience, I suppose. Yes, very good. Okay, now as you all know, tomorrow है ना, we have two classes, two special classes at 4:30, the complete MCQ series and conceptual discussion of the chapter Laws of Motion, and at 6 p.m. है ना, 6 p.m. we have complete chapter revision, which means the entire chapter पे we'll be taking multiple choice questions from each and every chapters. We made it as a combination and then we'll be discussing all the multiple choice questions. मतलब you'll be getting an effect of you are writing a term 1 examination. So try not to miss this particular class. Special classes. Okay, it's completely free. This happens on an Unacademy platform. Those who don't know how to come and apply for special classes, I'll just tell you what you all have to do. Download the Unacademy platform. Okay, download the Unacademy app from your Play Store or Apple Store, wherever you have. Okay, then log in. After logging in, go to menu section. From there, you will just click on special. After clicking on special, what you have to do? Yes, type in this particular code. हमारा code है AMB10. So use this code and be a part of this special class completely for free and be thorough with all the 2 topics for tomorrow's class. Okay, so Thursday tomorrow, I hope everyone is coming for special classes. How many will be there for the special classes for these topics which I have mentioned? कौन कौन आएगा? And those who haven't liked the session, jaldi you can show some love towards Ameer sir, okay, by simply clicking on that like button. Okay, Preeti, Miara, Mahi, Devika, everyone. Okay, so these are the other batches that is going to start. This is how to join a quiz if you want to join quizzes in an Academy platform, which is completely free. Now, thank you so much everyone. Already liked, very good, very good. Okay, then I hope you all have liked the session. Those who haven't subscribed, jaldi subscribe kar le. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye bye. Good night. Okay, so see you all in the special class tomorrow at 4:30 session and 6 p.m. session. Okay, bye bye. Good night.